Good morning everyone, my name is Ashish Kumar Pandey. I am today presenting my project online retail customer segmentation project type unwise supervised ML team member Ashish Kumar Pandey and team member 2 Vivek Kumar Soni. Project summary. In this project our task is to identify the major customer segmentation of the transactional set of data contain 1 year transactional history for the UK online retail customer. This will be the help the company segregate in the customer based on the transactional data, help us to marketing segmentation decisions and strategy. After the basic exploration cleaning the data, we found that the relationship between EDA and then jumped into a analysis part. RFM analysis help us to identify the platinum and the gold customer who bring the more profit for the online retail, as well as help us to focus on the silver and the bronze type of customer by organize some attractive offers to them. We implemented the various unsupervised ML algorithms such as k-mean clustering, TB scam algorithm, hierarchical clustering. Here with the optimal number of clustering we have Albert method as well as algorithm visualizer. Also we have used the co score and co pod to visualize the customer cluster with the difference on the number of cluster. For the agglomeration cluster we have the dendron to find the optimal number of customer clusters. GitHub link here I am pasted of my project problem statement to identify the major customer segmentation dataset contain the transactional dataset 1 December 2010 to 9 December 2011 for the UK based data online retail. The company mainly sell unique all occasion gift. Many customers of the company are the wholesalers. Guideline 1 structured data and committed codes is required. Ready to plus. In this we have includes why did you pick up the specific chart. In this code we have implemented. Let's project description. In this project your task is to identify the major project segmentation on a traditional data set transactional occurring between 1 December and 9/12/2011 for the UK based registration of the non-store online retail. The company mainly sell unique on gifted. Many customers of the unique company are the wholesaler. Data attribute information invoice nominal 6 digit. We have included stock codes, product code nominal 5 digit, description product name nominal, quantity number of products, invoice data set the date and time which can transitional generated, unit price numeric per item is trailing, customer ID and country name of the country where the customer reside. Importing of the libraries we have imported as a PD pandas and the numpy and the MATLAB for the graphs. We have used the sklearn imported up for the pre-processing. Here we have used the pandas library. There are the number of invoice and stock code description, invoice, unit price, customer IDs are available. Data link checking the data types of the data types and the null values in the data set. Panda dot score dot frame dot data frame used is used for the different types of non-null count and D data types. Observation D data types of the invoice is objected need to convert in to a data type. If voice no start with C, it means cancellation. We need to drop the entries. There are the null values in the customer ID and description. Let check the null counts. Retail df is null count sum sort value additional editing is equals to false. Look at customer id visualization not through the heat map. You can see that there are the heat map visualizing missing values, invoice description, quantity in a unit price. Here is a mention. Observation missing values in customer id and description column. Customer id is our identification feature of its missing means other would not use in the analysis. Dropping all missing data set. Our data got reduced, so we have the 8 features, 406829 data points. Retail df describe. Here you can see the graph points. Here we can see the minimum value for the quantity column is negative. Unit price has 0 value. Need to explore this column. Retail dash df retail of the quantity. You can see the tables of the Victorian, the data points. Invoice, stock price, country name. There are the data set, detailed df data set, quantity, unit price, customer id, detailed df features and engineering. Converting invoice to date time invoice is the format of 1st December 2010 at 8 p.m. There are the different kind of invoice data set are implemented in the month, hours, year, minutes is mentioned. Extracting the different kind of invoice data or basis on the month, day and total amount. Here is the data between the invoice date, unit price, customer id, country, year, month, eda. Retail df column index inflows code, unit price, customer id, amount, day, month, total month. Under description, project name, customer id, top 10 item is in terms of description. Top 10 products. Here you can see the pack of 72 recent cakes, pots, white hanging, heart t-shirt holders. Other top 10 products are available. Observation: the white hanging tea holder is selling product almost to 18 units were sold. Recurrency quickest and the third is the second highest product, almost 1723 units were sold. Bottom 10 items is terms of description. Here are the 10 different types of interaction. Items in the stock code. Here you can see the items. Bottom top 10 products be sold in the stock code. In the stock code. Observation: stock code 85123A is the first highest selling product. Stock code 22423 is the second highest selling product. Top 10 frequent customer. Here you can see the graph bar plot. The customer id 17841 had purchased the highest number of product. Customer id 14911 is the second highest number of who purchased the most number of product. Top 5 country based on the highest number of customer. UK has the highest. You can see in the bar plot there is a UK, the highest number of customer is available. Germany, France and Ireland almost equal number of customer, less than 50,000. Observation: there are very less customer from the Saudi Arabia. Bahrain is the second, have a least number of customer. Sale count in different months is a bar plot is available. Here you can see the November is the highest month in which the most is the sale, and February is the most least month where the sale is began. Sale count different days. Here you can see the sale on Thursday are very high and sale on Friday are very less on the different day timing. Most of the sale happen in afternoon, at least sale happening in evening. Average count spent on each customer. Here you can see 77183 the highest amount of spent. Customer ID 12346 and 516 is the second highest. 6157 is the second highest of the customer ID 16446. Building RFM model analysis. RFM is a method used to analyze the customer value. RFM stand for resonance, frequency and monetary. How to customer frequency, how to often the customer, why it's needed. RFM analysis is a marketing framework that is used to understand and analyze the customer behavior based on the above three factor: recurrence, frequency and monetary, to business to customer of the homogeneous group so they can engage with each group on target market strategy. Son of dissonance frequency is screwed in the bar plot. Here you can see distribution of recurrency. Distribution of frequency of the highly right skewed. Son of monetary RFM. Distribution of monetary is highly rightly skewed. Here you can see in the bar plot of the density. Loyalty levels of customer. Here you can see the gold is the highest number of customer loyalty according to RFM analysis. Now let visualize the distribution of frequency. RFM monetary distribution of frequency. This is a of the frequency. This is the bar plot of distribution of monetary. K-mean clusterance. K-mean. Before implementing the K-mean algorithm, we need to decide the number of clusters to put inside the algorithm as input, so we can find the minimum number of clusters required by using elbow method. Applying elbow method on recurrency and monetary. Take recurrency and monetary as a in log list and apply using, we have applied using elbow method. Elbow method for optimal K. Here you can see the broad plot, sum of squared distances, number of clusters. You can see it will be like a log clusterance. Cross verify of elbow visualizer. Elbow method is heuristic used in determining the number of cluster in the data set. The method count of the plot variable when picking elbows of the screw in the cluster form. Clancy Hartberg screw elbow for K means clustering. Silhouette score validating above clustering. Cluster value, cluster optimal in log list. We have the predicted the cluster fit predict and the center cluster dot cluster dash center. This heat analysis for the cluster on the sample data with n cluster equals to 3. Cohort analysis on the number of sample 2. There are the first 2 sample and this was then second 2 with the 4. We have the Z with odd gold simulated plot cluster 2, but still data points on the negative side on the simulate constant value, or it's better than others. Simulate K means cluster n is equals to 2. So giving n cluster with K model. DBS scan algorithm on pregnancy and monetary. You can see we have the performing the different operations x and y in the different plot with the core sample mask cluster after 2 algorithm. We need to decide the number of cluster to put the algorithm as input. We are find the minimum number of cluster required by elbow method, applying elbow and frequency and monetary. Here we can see the optimum number of came out to be 2 in the bar plot. You can see cross verifying the elbow equalizer after the frequency monetary. We have to, by using sklearn, we have to visualize the model. Here we can see the n cluster of the security score is good as compared to other if the value is close to one mean data point are clustered very equal to respective cluster and distances of data point is very far to the cluster. So giving n cluster on K mean. Cluster inside the algorithm of the elbow method. The n number of cluster we have used. Hierarchical clustering. Why should we choose the number of cluster? Hierarchical customer on Venn diagram. Venn diagram is a tree diagram that records the sequence of the slide more than distance of vertical lines in the diagram more than the distance between those clusters. We can set the threshold distance and draw the horizontal line. Threshold is a certain way that find out the vertical distance we can make. Here you can see the number of clusters and the number of line vertical were determined and sected by the line draw the cluster. Number of clusters is 2. Conclusion of the list item. Finally we did the clustering based on RFM. We have the 4 cluster segmentation of customer based on RFM score. RFM platinum, gold, silver and bronze. Platinum customer is 1263, less recurrency but high frequency and heavy spending. Customer gold customer 1324, good recurrency, frequency and monetary. Silver customer 984, high frequency, low frequency and low spending. Bronze customer 770, very high recurrency, very less frequency and spending is also released. Later we implemented that the machine algorithm to cluster customer. a model K-mean elbow method, optimal number of cluster to DBSN recurrency and monitoring is also available too. K-mean clustering is too available. Hierarchical is too available. Above clustering is done with recurrency, frequency and monetary data. All three other will provide the more informative clustering. 0 is a high recurrency rate but very low frequency and monetary. Cluster 0 contain 2414 customer 1 low frequency but there are the frequency buyer and spending very high monetary than other customer as mean monetary value is high, thus generate the more revenue in the online retail business. We have also done RF clustering not using RFM but metrics such as demographic, product check case.